football fans? I'm your brother Taylor Vaden. We got a little bit of a different scenery out here. My man Danny looks like he done climbed out of a rainstorm, but he's out here with some of the boys from Havelock High School out here at, what is it, the rec center? What do we call it?
Yeah, we're at the rec center, man. We're here at the workstation.
The workstation
We're over here at the workstation. You know, boys took a rough one last Friday, and a lot of people said the season was over. It was like football just ends right there, and you know, obviously you can see them out there in the back. Now around this Havelock parts, football never ends. So the season never ends. We come out here and get it going.
We're out here at the workstation, man, on Highway 101. Like I said, Taylor Vaden here with my brother Danny Webster. The pregame prediction doesn't stop because we have some teams still in that Coastal 5A conference in the playoffs. One being Northside Jacksonville. They played St. Paul's this past week. They won. Danny, you got that one right. And they're business as usual as far as their usual suspects. Reginald Gray, 3J they like to call him, 3 tutties. He went 16 for 30 for 226 yards. He did have 3 interceptions, but still managed to get the win. Threw one to Jameer Mitchell, threw one to Matt Smoot. Like I said, usual suspects.
We've talked about Jameer Mitchell really showing up here at the end, and Matt Smoot, what kind of athlete he's been the whole year. But J3, you know, really getting something going right there, 3 TDs.
He's been there the whole year.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, as he grows, he's still a young player, but as he grows, we'll start to see the decisions, the interceptions, the turnovers. I think they'll really start to go away. Really enjoyed watching him play. He's got a lot of talent.
Got a lot of talent. Gavin Davis was kind of quiet in this game, but I'll tell you who wasn't quiet. I guess is Rely Anderson hurt? I think he is injured right now, or he's taking a limited workload because Zion Jones, the freshman, is going crazy. He touched the ball 26 times, 78 yards on the ground. Like I said, not too good on the average, but just know he's getting that workload.
That's almost 50 touches in the last 2 games. And when you're talking about a running back carrying a workload like that, it's not even necessarily the yards.
As a freshman,
it's the bang, it's the pressure, it's the way it sets up the defense. You know, him being able to take that load and carry it that many times without fumbling, you know, being able to pick up positive yards and be a positive force for that team is huge. You know, Northside's a very young team, brother, and they're going to be
especially
tough.
to be able to step up when there's an injury happening and being like, Coach, I got you.
Absolutely.
They're going to be playing Rocky Mount this next coming round, but what I have done my research on about Rocky Mount is they like to spread the ball around on the ground. They had 3 guys that were going crazy at running back this past week. Tavares, I might get some of these names wrong. Tavares Parker, he touched the ball 21 times for 100 yards. You're going to think this is interesting. Sequarian Mitchell, 15 times for 72 yards. And Caden Durham touched it 10 times for 61 yards. So there's going to be 3 people that Northside's going to have to keep their eye on just by running the ball.
The 3-headed beast, man. They got a little 3-headed beast going on. Look, anytime you get the 3 different running backs, double-digit touches, I mean, yeah, you definitely have play. If you can trust multiple people with double-digit touches, then you know you've got some playmakers on the field. So I'm really looking forward to see how they match up against Northside, because we know Northside's defense, man. They're good.
It's there.
They're very good, and they're not a joke to play with. So this is going to be a good matchup. I'm really excited to see it.
I think it's going to come down to the conditioning, honestly, because when you're spreading the ball around that much on the ground, you're giving everybody a rest every 3rd play. Essentially, I'm not the best at math, but that's kind of how it works.
Yes, sir. And the conditioning, not just conditioning physically, but the field. Jacksonville, they want to throw it a little bit and get, you know, J3 throwing the ball and getting him downfield a little bit, and ball gets wet, things on the ground. It tends to help with the run, you know, tends to help with the run game a little bit. So
shifty.
We'll see. We'll see what's going on here though.
Northside taking on Rocky Mount, man. Who you got?
I'm going to take Northside. Okay, and this is a tough pick because of the last couple weeks and the turnovers that Northside's had. But I honestly believe that if they can keep the turnovers down, I don't think they can lose. You know, they've got too many. They just have too many. They're having a similar situation that Havelock had at the beginning of the season, where they're so explosive, but they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Penalties, turnovers, things like that. If they win the mental game right here, they win the game.
Taking Northside Jacksonville, man. Let's keep this thing rocking. Another Coastal 5A team that is still in this dance. Croatan, they played Havelock last week. Unfortunately, our boys, the Rams, they did take a loss. 1-point loss. Croatan beats Havelock 22-21. I'm going to start it off with your coin phrase, the game manager, Cannon McBride. His quarterback rating was almost 120 something. What I looked up when I did my research, 17 for 21 on 228 with a touchdown. I'm going to talk about the last part later, but let's just start there. You got to see the game. Unfortunately, I was working. I didn't get to see the game. I listened to it. So what did you see in person here?
I made a comment last week that Cannon McBride was an elite game manager. I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that statement right there. He is an elite game manager. 17 for 21, 220 plus. Not just the numbers. The numbers don't even speak to.
That's why I wanted to get your insight.
The numbers don't even speak to the efficiency, to the game manager. See, I hate players, athletes want to take that as disrespect.
Sure.
Your job as a quarterback is to manage the game.
That's quite literally, I think, the definition of the position.
Exactly. So I mean, yeah, he's operating at a. I'm gonna call him out right now. I don't know if he's quite a playmaker yet. You know, I don't know if he's quite a playmaker yet. So we'll see how he shows up this week, if he can make some plays and step out of that game manager role. But I'm gonna give you a personal call out right here, Cannon. I don't know, brother. We're gonna have to see. So I need 3 touchdowns. 3 in the. Oh yeah, no.
Here we go.
I need 3. I need 3 in the air. 250. I need 100 in the air from Boucher. I need 100.
Hunt this week.
I need 100 in the air from Riley Robinson, and I need you to win by 2 touchdowns. And then we can coin the term playmaker.
All right, well, he did have a playmaker moment against Havelock.
Yes, he did.
Driving down the field at the end of the game, gets to about 45 yards out, 12 seconds left, and knocks it right through the uprights. If that's not a playmaker moment, I'm not really sure what is, Danny.
Well, he's stepping into the role now. He's stepping into
Is he 1 foot in or a couple toes in?
He's getting across the line right now.
Testing the waters?
Look, no, that was a playmaker moment.
Shout out to you, man.
No, absolutely, man. Look, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The kid goes on an 80-yard drive with a minute to go in the game. If all jokes aside, if that's not a playmaker, I don't know. I don't know what a playmaker is. You know, the kid he takes the game over with a minute left and goes 80 yards with no timeouts. 0 timeouts, manages the game perfectly, and then makes the play to win it. Look,
there it is.
I'm telling you right now that the kid, he's got some special sauce, but it really comes, and he really does have a lot of help, because Riley Robinson is.
I heard his name a lot on Friday.
I refuse.
He did his thing.
I refuse to believe that that's not a Division I receiver.
Here we go.
I refuse to believe it.
6 catches for over 100 yards, 103, I think.
It's not even the numbers. It's the way.
He's there.
It's the way. It's the type of catches. He's making catches in coverage. He's making catches with people around him. He's making downfield catches up in the air. I mean, he's not only that, but he's securing everything, and he's picking up yards after. I mean,
So once your defense starts to focus on Riley Robinson, you got to worry about Andrew Boucher running on the ground into the box or catching it on your head top in the box.
See, and
we got problems here.
This Croatan team, man, they're good. They're very good, and they fantastic game. That battle with Havelock played great, man.
Of course.
They played absolutely.
It was a 1-point game.
It was a great game. I mean, just an absolute battle. If you're looking for playoff football, that's exactly.
I don't know if it gets better.
It doesn't. There's not. I mean, obviously the boys.
It comes down to a 45-yard field goal.
And he drilled.
So I mean,
look, you got to.
Can't take anything away from the boys.
Hats off to you, man. That was a fantastic game to watch. Yeah. So
You had the best seat in the house.
Look, I really enjoy being up there in the booth. That's a cool one there.
So we talked about Croatan's offense. Their defense is going to be tested here coming into this game against Hunt. They got a guy called Dorian Jones. He has been going insane all year long. They just won their last matchup against Southern Nash, 42-22. Dorian Jones had 3 touchdowns on the ground, but I want to talk about Hunt's defense as well. They had 153 tackles total to Southern Nash's 36. So their defense is ball hawking.
Well, that means your defense is on the field a lot. You're definitely making a lot of plays out there. Probably offense scoring a little bit as well. Similar to the Havelock-Dixon game. Havelock only ran 22 plays.
Right.
You know, there's not going to be a lot of tackles with 22 plays.
Exactly.
So probably a very similar situation there.
That's a subjective number, but I'm just saying they're getting in the mix.
Hunt, the fact that they're on the field and making all those means that, you know, they've got a lot going. Like you said, they're getting action going on. They got guys flying around. And we talked about pursuit last week with Havelock's defense being the most important part of that. If you have pursuit, you're making a lot of tackles and you're stopping the teams a lot.
Right.
Croatan is probably one of the biggest teams that I've seen in high school football where pursuit is absolutely necessary. It's inexcusable. You can't you're not gonna beat Croatan without pursuit.
Sure.
So we'll see if Hunt is up to the task. I know Croatan's up to the task. After seeing them last week, I can't wait to see it, man.
Keep your eyes on Dorian Jones from Hunt, man. Croatan taking on Hunt. Who you got? Pregame prediction, Danny.
Man,
lay it on me, bro.
I'm taking the home team Croatan, brother. I was gonna pick Hunt just to fire my buddy Cannon up, but I'm gonna take Croatan. After last week, man, that last minute drive right there, that was, I mean, if he can manage the game that way, and if Boucher can handle his business, the discipline that they have on defense, just the everything that they have going on in that program right now.
Well, you keep it rolling in with just nothing but pure confidence after a win like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, they're firing right now.
That's a win of, if I can do that, I can do anything type of deal.
And you're gonna need that kind of confidence going up against the #1 seed with Hunt.
All right, my man, Danny Webster taking Croatan. Any final thoughts, man? Because listen, these are our two Coastal 5A teams still in this dance, brother. We're gonna see what they got.
Absolutely, man. I will see which one's gonna be the
real
conference champ. So we're here to find out. But no, man, just thank everyone for letting us do this. Thanks to Havelock High School.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Coach
to Havelock
Wiggins,
High School
all the
program.
coaches over here for letting us be a part of it and get to it. Fellas, y'all have a great day, man. Thank y'all for coming out here to work. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. because like I said, the season's never over.
Hey, there's no days off out here in Havelock. You know how we're rocking. My name's Taylor Vaden, hanging out with my brother, my co-host, Danny Webster. What do we tell him, Danny?
See me in the end zone.
Yeah, see him in the end zone, see anybody in the end zone, but we'll see you in the end zone.